Okay, so can we start?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yeah. So quick one, Regina, can you hear me? Gerard, can you also hear me?
Yes,
I hear you. I
can
don't
hear.
know if you do hear me.
Okay, so can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay, yeah. So today we will start to look at what fundamentals of networking we'll be talking about. Yeah, and basically, yeah, we'll be diving into the security aspect of the networking. And quickly, we would like to look at what a network is. I believe by now everybody knows what a network is. When we say a network, simply we are just talking about connection of things. When we say, and so we have different kinds of network. We have professional network, we have educational network, we have a lot of network. So the word network is simply talking about a connection of things. So when we talk about computer networks, we are talking about connection of what? Things in the computing field, connection of computers. Quick when I'm coming. Yeah. So in the computing field, when we talk, anytime we talk about network, we are just talking about connecting computers. But in our late term, when we talk about what a network is, we are just talking about connection of things. So when we say computer networks, basically we are just looking at connection of what? Computers. It can be any other computer. It can be a desktop computer. It can be a mobile computer. It can be an IoT device. It can be a server. It can be whatever. So immediately you hear the word computer network, we are just talking about connection of computers. Sometimes it goes deep into talking about components of computers, but for now let's stick to connection between computers. So the term computer network simply means that connecting two or more network. If anybody can relate, if you can all relate, yeah, respond so that I can know you are hearing me clearly. You can respond or you can type so that I can know that you are hearing me clearly, and then everything is fine. Bali, is it okay?
Yes, yes, yes. Everything is okay.
Okay, what about Regina? I have not heard from you.
I can hear you loud and clear. Everything is fine.
Okay. So now that we know what a computer network is, which is a definition of connection of computers, two or more computers, let's look at what computer network security means. When we talk about computer network security, we are just looking at a situation where we can have total control of our computer network. The connections that we have done between these computers and the computers itself, we want to have the total control over it. We don't want anybody to have control over it, and that is where we look at computer network security. So the term security basically means control, you having total control. Normally, when security is being mentioned, a lot of people think about protecting. But protecting is just a simple half, okay, of the whole security posture. In security, what you do, you can secure your computer by protecting it, and also you can secure the computer by neutralizing the opponent or the enemy that will be coming to attack, the computers, I mean the hackers. So those in the security field, Yeah, those in the security field, in the police agencies, those in the immigration, the army, and all that, the way that you guys use to secure the country, the nation, the properties in it is by protecting and attacking. In protecting, you are looking at building a wall, okay, to protect whatever asset that you have. And then in attacking, you are looking at neutralizing your opponent or weakening or killing your opponent so that your opponent will not have the strength to come and do what? Attack. So that is also security. And when you talk about security, people just think it is only protecting. No. Attacking is also security. So security is in twofold. You either attack to secure or you protect to secure. So when you talk about computer network security, we are looking at ways and means where we can protect our computer network, or we are looking at ways and means where we can attack outsiders so that our computer network is safe. Are you guys understanding me? Let me hear from you whether it's okay so that I can proceed. You guys should not be leaving the devices and doing your own thing.
Yes.
No? Okay, only Bali is responding. Gerard, can you hear me? The last time your audio systems were... Somebody sent a chat. Oh, okay, fine.
Yes, I hear you. I responded.
Okay.
Yeah, we can also hear loud and clear.
Can I go ahead? The foundation is very important. The foundation of computer network security is very important, and that is what I am trying to lay, and that is why I am trying to break the terms down so that you guys can understand, because the foundation is very important. Yeah, so if there is anything that you guys don't understand or you find it challenging, you draw my attention as I proceed. So the term security, basically means total control. You having your total control. The reasons why you have usernames and then you have passwords, protecting your laptops, protecting your desktop, you having pins and patterns, protecting your mobile phone, is because you want to be the only person having that kind of control over that mobile phone, and that is security. So it's in using mobile phone, you are putting a username there, you are putting a password there, so that only you know, so only you can have access to that mobile phone, and that is access control. We will be looking at that in a jiffy. So if the term computer network, is cleared, if the term network is cleared, and computer network is cleared, and now computer network security is cleared, then we can move ahead. So now we understand that we want to have total control of our network. And there is a reason why we want to have total control of our network. Because the way we have programmed the network, we want it to be like that. If, for example, you build a network with a topology of bars. Do you guys know network topologies? I hope you guys know that already, because we are looking at network security now. So I presume you guys might have done some network courses, right?
Yes, that's right. We are familiar with the networking topologies and more, yeah.
Okay, so for example, when we build a computer with a specific topology, we want that integrity to be maintained. We want the way we have programmed things to be like that. And also, there are data that are flowing between computers. The reasons why we are building a network is basically because we want to be able to use these computers to communicate to each other, and then also send information from one point to other, from one computer to another. In other terms, I'll say sharing of resources. So, and this is the reasons why we need to protect our computer network. Other than that, somebody can have access to it, and somebody can, destroy, or somebody can, hack into the system and somebody can maybe enter into a database that is connected and the data can be wiped and all that. We don't want that to happen, and that is why we are looking at the security aspect of the computer network. So in looking at the security aspect of the computer network, there are a lot of things that we have to have in mind. One, policy. Actually, the micro content is only talking about policies, but we have to talk about plans. We have to talk about plans. We have to talk about policies. And then we have to talk about procedures. When we look at plans, we are talking about, the whole organization. For example, you have a bank organization or you have an educational organization from the scratch where, this organization is being set up. Security must be in mind. So, for example, where is the server going to sit? Is the server going to be at the basement or it is going to be at the rooftop? Where are the network cables going? What are the tunnels the network cables are going to use? So in plan looks at the bigger the bigger picture of securing the whole organization. When you look at policy, we are talking about rules and regulations that protect the use of a particular network in a particular area. And then when you talk about policies, we are talking about specific gadgets in a particular organization. How do you use it? For example, you have to use this browser. You don't have to go to this website. You are doing all these so that the network will be safe. So we will talk about plans, we will talk about policies, and then we will talk about procedures. Policies is where we have to write policies to govern how we use some of these gadgets. We will look at practices, we will look at processes and all that. And every IT system is taken through a particular criteria to make sure that the system is secured. Before you say an IT system is secured, it must pass the test of confidentiality, it must pass the test of integrity, it must pass the test of availability, authentication, and then non-repudiation or accountability. These are the elements of information security. I don't know whether you guys are aware. So any IT system that we can confidently say is secure must pass all these elements. I don't know whether you guys are aware. Are you guys aware of elements of information security? Or some people call it, some books call it pillars of cybersecurity. Confidentiality, integrity, availability, authentication, and then non-repudiation. I hope you guys are aware of it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bali, the way you are stretching the yeah, you are thinking about it. If you've not, that is why we are here. Then I discuss it a bit with you guys. But if you have, then I can just proceed.
Okay, please don't proceed. Just please expand more on that.
Okay. Okay, fine. If I have to expand more, let me launch a new slide. Let me launch a new slide. Can you guys see my screen? Fundamentals of Network
Yes,
Security, BDLC. Can you guys see that?
yes, yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So let me talk about a bit about elements of information security, or in other books, pillars of cybersecurity. Yeah. The first element is confidentiality. And then when we talk about confidentiality, we are looking at a situation where the network that we have set up cannot be used by unauthorized users. So only those that we have authorized to use the system can only use the system. If you build a system and anybody at all can just walk it and use it and go, then that system is not confidential. that system has not passed the element of confidentiality. So we have confidentiality, which says that the computer network must only be used by authorized users. In other words, you should have login credentials. You should have usernames, or you should have pins, you should have tokens, or you should have fingerprint that you can use to prevent unauthorized users from having access to the computer network. If the network is programmed and this security measure is put in place, then we say the network is secured in terms of what? Confidentiality. Well, the next one to talk about is integrity. Integrity means that the way we have programmed the computer network, it must not change. It must be like that. In a situation where somebody can have access to the system and then change anything into the system, then the system, you can confirm that it is not secured. So when you talk about integrity, we are talking about maintaining the structure or the topology of that particular network that we have set up. Availability. Availability is the third element, which means that anytime a legitimate user wants to use the network, example, working hours, the person must have access to the network and use the network successfully. In a situation whereby the network is prone to denial of service attack or distributed denial of service attack, which will prevent the legitimate user from using the network, then we can say that that network is not secure, because the intended available time that a legitimate user wants to use it, an attacker has been able to, attack it with a particular security threat. The fourth one is authentication. Authentication means that when you are using the network, that network that you have set up, okay, the network must find a way to identify that you are a genuine user. And one of the things that it uses by doing that is the same usernames and then the password or login credentials that we use. Okay, so the system has to know that you are a legitimate user before the system will open to you. And this is where hackers come in. So hackers can look at vulnerabilities in your network, okay, and without having the login credentials, they can log into the system and then do whatever they want. So in a situation whereby the computer network has been set in a way that authentication can be bypassed, then that computer network is not secure. The last one has to do with non-repudiation. Non-repudiation means accountability. Anytime somebody logs into the network, there must be a log recorded that this person has logged into the network, he has done so and so and so and everything. So the system should be accountable so that nobody can deny that, oh, I entered the system, I did not enter the system, and I didn't do this and all those. So when you build a computer network, it must pass through all these elements. In a situation whereby it has been able to pass confidentiality, integrity, availability, authentication, and non-repudiation has not been passed, it still means that the computer network is not secure. So in a situation whereby one of these, okay, is failed, the system cannot be confirmed to be a secured system. Now, let me reach out to you guys and see whether it's okay. Yeah. Who was asking me to expatiate?
No, it was me. It was me.
Okay, so I don't know whether it's okay now or...
No, it is. It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are a lot of motives. Okay, there are reasons why people will attack a computer network or why people will do, this kind of why people will issue this kind of security threat into IT infrastructure. We are talking about network. Today we are talking about security of network. Why will people do that? People will do that simply because maybe they are taking revenge, or they want to just manipulate data, or they just want to gain access to the system so that they can demand a ransom. Maybe they want to cause a financial loss to a particular organization so that their organization can, get maximum customers or something like that. Some will do this to cause chaos and fear. Some will do this for fun. Some people attack networks for religious, propagations and political agendas. There are a number of reasons why people will try to, infiltrate into your network. They want to hack into your network. Some people can hack into your network and just wipe all your database. For example, the recent issue that happened in Nigeria, MTN. Yeah, somebody was able to have access to MTN server, and then all the account balance that is there for mobile money, the person decided to wipe everything, and then everything is gone. So there are a number of reasons why people would decide to attack a particular network, and these are some of them. Yeah. Let me talk about this quickly. Yeah, let me expatiate more on the definition for security, which I was saying having total control. That is the full word. And in the process of having control, you are protecting and then you are attacking. Yeah. So in information security, when you are attacking, in order to secure your system, it is called offensive security. So we have defensive security, which means you are protecting, or you are building a wall to secure your network. And then we have offensive security, meaning that you attack the system and weaken your opponent. Yeah, so that is how it is. In our school, in our school, I believe I have to talk about this school, National Forensic Sciences University in India. That is where I did my master's in cyber forensics. And in our school, the cyber defense lab were also using this kind of offensive security for students. This is what we are learning, and then they're always teaching us about this. So some of the students, even though they will say do not practice these attacks on the network, they will do it. So when students do it, they used to do offensive security. And what happens is that they have a particular malware that they can just find your IP, forward the malware to you, and the malware attacks the fan of your laptop and then spins it at a higher revolution to the point that the fan breaks down. So that is a typical example of offensive security. Instead of building a wall, or instead of finding a deterrence way, a preventive way, or maybe an alert way to scare or something, you attack the person and then neutralize the person so that the person cannot have access to come and then attack your system. Yeah. And when you talk about defensive, you are talking about ways to prevent, ways to deter, alarm systems. So that is where you start to use these antiviruses. You use endpoint, detection and recovery. You use these same tools. You use firewalls, and then you use VPN. All these things are kind of, finding a way to, protect your networks and all that. But when it comes to offensive, that one you are attacking the system. So you can do man-in-the-middle attack. Mostly what happens are the malware attacks. And let me speak a little about malware. Who can define malware for me? Let me get to you guys. Let me mention everybody's name and then make sure you guys are listening. Gerard, are you hearing? Gerard, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What about Mr. Kandala?
Do you
Are
hear
you
me?
there? Mr. Kandala, are you there? Bali, I know you'll be there. What about Reginald?
Kandala is there. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good, yeah. Reginald, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Who can define what a malware is for me? Okay, somebody sent a text. Let me check it. A virus that is mainly purposed to harm a device or steal information. Okay. Okay, somebody is defining. Mabuza is defining malware for us. Who else? Who else can try? Bali.
Okay.
Speak up.
Well, in simpler terms, I would say it's a piece of program that is its main purpose is to steal or hack out information in any devices.
Oh,
And that's how I can put it in simpler terms.
okay, okay. It's a simple it's a program. So can it be a software? Because you are
An
saying it's a
intrusive
program.
software.
You said?
An intrusive software
Okay. Can it also
developed
be
by,
an application?
should I say, application?
Can it also be, can a malware also be an application? Bali said it is a
I think
program.
it's a
I asked
software only.
whether it can be a software. You said yes. What about application?
I think it's a software only, a malicious software.
A malicious software. Okay, software.
That's what I think.
I think we have to differentiate between the two. If it's not the same between a program and a software.
Okay, okay, good. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, and then Mabuza is also saying is both, and then you are saying it is a virus that is mainly to harm. Okay. When you say it's a virus, I don't know. A malware is not a virus, but because when you mention a virus is one category of a malware. Okay, we have several categories of malware. Let's do that. Let's mention the categories of malware so that Mabuza gets cleared here. What are the categories of malware? One, we have what? Let me hear from you guys. A virus is just one category, but we have several categories.
Ransomware.
Ransomware, good. Ransomware.
Ransomware, we
So Mabuza, please
also
take
have
note. Virus is one category. The second category,
yes.
ransomware. And then apart from that, what do we have again?
Trojan.
What?
Trojan horse. Okay, sorry.
Trojan horse, yeah. Trojan horse, that's also correct. What else again, apart from Trojan horse? Now, we've seen virus, we've seen ransomware, Trojan horse. What again?
Phishing.
Phishing is an attack method. It's an attack. It is a way that you are using a malware to attack somebody.
Wow.
Yeah. Or it is a way that you can use a particular application to attack somebody. You are attacking the person to get what? Information. Yeah. So categories, we have ransomware, we have virus, we have Trojan. What else? I want you guys to mention them.
Spyware and worms.
Virus. What is the full meaning of virus? Do you know virus is not a word? I hope you guys are aware.
It's my first time hearing that. I don't know.
Virus is not a word, it is an abbreviation. Which means what? Who can tell me? I'm listening to you guys.
Virus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you guys. Very important resource under siege. That is the full meaning of virus. Very important resource under siege. And in terms of the categories of malware, it is not a word. You guys should take note. It is not a word. It is an abbreviation. And it is a category of malware. It is a one group of malware. The other group you guys were mentioning, ransomware. You were mentioning Trojan horse. Ransomware, typically, we call it virus because it needs to run on an operating system. It is just, the meaning is just coming from the simple biological word virus. When we say a virus in biology, we are talking about an organism who needs a host to survive. How does it need a host? The virus in biology does not have a nucleus, so it uses the host nucleus to do what? To replicate itself, to regenerate itself. So it is the same thing here when you come into computing. Virus need an operating system to run on. If there is no operating system, it can never run. And that is why it is called a virus. So what they do is that they mostly, on even the operating system, they mostly attack files. They need a file to operate. And that is why we have vital information resource under siege. I will not go deep into that. But apart from virus, we have ransomware. Ransomware, we are talking about a malicious program, a malicious software, or a malicious application. I think I need to clarify these two words. Program, software, application, before I proceed on the categories of malware. That will be helpful, right? Hello?
Yes, we're listening.
Yeah. So when you talk about a program, you are talking about a set of instruction, okay, that is built for a computer to use. A set of instruction that is being executed by a computer. And then when you say a software, you are talking about a set of instruction that is executed by a user. When we say a user in the computing field, we are talking about humans and then robots. It is not only human. Are you guys there?
Okay, can you please rephrase again?
Yeah. I said a program is a set of instruction that is built to be executed by a computer. It is not built, it is built for the computer to be used. So in our computer system, we have a lot of program there that is being used by the computer itself. I hope you guys are aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then a software, mostly, okay, they are built for somebody to use it, for a user to use it. When you study computer organization architecture, apart from hardware, software, we have liveware. The liveware is made up of users. Who are the users? They are bots, the internet robots, and then humans. It is not only humans that use the computer. You know, robots also use the computer.
Yeah.
So when you talk about a program, you are talking about a set of instruction which is executed by a computer. And when you talk about a software, a set of instruction which is executed by a user, probably human or a robot. Is that one clear?
Okay.
So when you have a set of instruction now, which can be executed by a computer and also can be executed by a human, or in other words, a user, that is what is called an application.
Okay, can you please say that again?
A set of instruction that can be executed by a human, specifically, let me say a human and a computer, is an application. And mind you, all these, we are using them to achieve a specific purpose. So you can say a set of instruction that can be executed by either a human or a computer to achieve specific functions. These things, you guys, you have to go into it. It will delay us. Do I have to come again, or it's fine now? So that
No,
I
no,
can
it's
proceed?
clear. It's clear. It's clear.
Yeah, Mr. Kandal, are you guys? It seems only Bali is contributing. I hope you guys are listening.
I'm listening, sir.
Okay, good. Okay,
We are
good.
listening.
Okay,
I'm
good.
listening. We are on.
Okay, yeah. So a
Yes,
program
sir.
is a set of instruction that is built to be executed by a computer only. A software is a set of instruction that is built to be executed by a user. And then when you have a set of instruction which can be executed by both of these entities, they are called an application. In other words, application now is not the same as an app. There is a difference. Application is used to achieve specific functions, but an app is used to achieve a specific function. You can go into the differences between that more. Mostly apps are used on mobile devices, not only mobile phone. Take note, mobile devices. Okay, and then applications are used on systems like laptops, desktops, and all that. Yeah, maybe we have to find a time and go and do terminologies, a bit of terminologies for this course, fundamentals of network security, so that you guys can grab the fundamentals very, very well. So apart from those words that I have tried to explain to you guys, you guys are supposed to know this in a networking class. Malware, you guys are supposed to know it a lot. You are supposed to know the categories. You mentioned virus, you mentioned ransomware. Ransomware can be either a program or a software or an application, okay, which is used to encrypt files and then now demand a ransom. When the ransom is released, then the decryption key is given to the victims or the targets so that they can decrypt their files. Ransomware is gotten, right? Or I need to repeat it?
No, ransomware, I think it's well popular.
Okay, good. So let me proceed. Now the third thing is Trojan horse. When you talk about Trojan horse, those who have watched this movie, Troy, can relate. In the movie, there was a war between two entities, and then one entity pretended to be at peace with the other, and in appreciation and in sealing, the peace deal, they decided to build a big horse and then present it to the other entity. When they built the horse and then presented it, there were secret soldiers that were hiding inside the horse. So when the horse finally went into the city, because those days they usually used to build wall around cities. When the gift finally entered the city in the night, these secret soldiers came out from this big wall and they went to open the gate, and then now they began to attack the other entity, and then they won the war. Those who have watched this movie Troy can relate to this, and that is why the name Trojan horse came in. So any program, any software, or any application, mind you, there are differences between these, and that is what I have explained. Any program, any software, or any application that presents itself as if it is a legitimate program, okay, or a legitimate software application by the system, to bypass the system and get into the system to hunt the system, is known as a Trojan horse.
Okay.
Yeah. The other categories of malware, we have bombs, we have worms, we have rootkits, we have keyloggers, we have advanced persistent threat APTs, we have bootkits, we have rootkits, we have greywares. The greywares are made up of hardwares and then spywares. When you guys are online, you usually see a lot of advertisement pop-ups. Those advertisement pop-ups, even though you did not consent to see it, you are seeing it by force. and those are coming from the family of gray words. They are known as hard words. There are other ones that are called spy words, also under gray words, that are used in, you know, spying and then fishing a lot of information from you through cookies and other, you know, means. And these are known as gray words. There are more, apart from worms, bombs, rootkits, keyloggers. Keyloggers, for example, I think I need to have a full class on this so that we can expatiate this very well for you guys to understand. It seems I am rushing it through today, right? Hello, Gerard.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So I will take my time and then go through malware, because you guys are supposed to understand this thing. Because, for example, worms is worms because it's used to target computer networks. Yeah. A worm can be an application, a software, or a program. And then when it gets into one computer, okay, it replicates itself quickly and spread into the other computer on the network. We will talk about it deep. So you guys are supposed to know this. I thought, you know, there were a lot of information on this for you guys already, but yeah. Let me leave this. I'll find time and talk about this, because anytime soon I have to be concluding this lecture. Yeah. Yeah. There are different terminologies that we have to. Let me put these things down so that I will not forget. Yeah. I have to do terminologies with you guys. Yeah. You guys should. I hope everybody is hearing me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Only 5 of you are here, but you guys should go and read on what an asset is, the term risk, what does it mean, the term vulnerability, the term threat. You should read on precursors. I hope you guys are writing down.
Okay.
Precursors, and then
Go on them a bit slowly so we can write
Okay.
down.
Okay. Asset. The first term is asset. The second term is risk. The third one, vulnerability. You should look at what threat also is. You should, apart from that, threat. T-H-R-E-A-T. Threat.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You should look at precursors. Precursors, P-R-E-C-U-R-S-O-R-S. Precursors, what are they? And then you should look at indicators of compromise. Indicators of compromise, you have to know these things. Indicators of compromise, you have to look at, apart from that.
Will you write them on WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I will, after this assignment, after this class, I think I have to, yeah. Okay, no problem. I'm going to give this as a first IA, okay, on Blackboard right now for you guys. So you guys said please repeat the spelling. Okay, so don't worry. Yeah, Mabuza, don't worry, okay? Okay, yeah. So I'm going to give this as a first IA for you guys. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a lot of terms to look at. Yeah, and usually assignment, I think 1 week is fine. Yeah, let me not ask. 1 week is enough for you guys to do this. Yeah. Yeah. So let me conclude this lecture by saying that, yeah, today we define what a network is, which means connection of things, and we define computer network, connection of computers, and then we define computer network security. That's we having control, full control of our computer network. And then by doing so, yeah, we have to make sure it has the confirmation of what? Confidentiality, integrity, availability, authentication, and the non-repudiation. When all these elements are ticked for the network, then we can say the network is secure. And then I talked about the security aspects, and we look a bit deep into security. We look at the offensive side of security, which is known as offensive security. And then we also look at the defensive side of security, which is defensive security. In defensive, we were talking about putting alert in place. We were talking about putting installing antiviruses. We were talking about firewalls. We were talking about endpoint detection and recovery and all that. Also, all those things are there to defend. Okay? All those things are there to defend. But when you are talking about offensive, you are talking about real life situations where you are attacking a particular system to weaken it so that it cannot come to attack your computer network. There are advantages of doing this. It's because it will help save the company from loss. It will help save the company from unauthorized access, unauthorized disclosure, unauthorized, modifications and all that. And then wherever there is somebody in the network too, because the network is secured and security implementations are in place, it helps us to detect who is there. And most important, when a network is secured and security implementation are in place, it also helps to deter attackers, in other words, hackers. Yeah, so these are the few things today we discussed about this. I proceeded on defining what a program is, what a software is, a virus, and categories of malware and what a malware is. Malware is any malicious set of instruction which can be executed by a computer or a user or something and all that. Yeah. So today this is where I'm going to end the lecture. If any of you have any difficulty, any doubt, or any question in relation to what we have discussed today, please let me know now so that I respond to it, and then we can drop the curtain down for today. Any question? Yeah, today's lecture has also helped me to, assess. Today's lecture has also helped me to assess your level. So I need to, go down a bit. So I'm going to start by, the terms, and then that will be the first IA for you guys. From here, I'm going to Blackboard to just, give you that and then give you an email notification. If everything is fine, then let me drop the curtains down here so that we can all, I know some of you may have other classes and other things here too. Any questions so far?
Okay, so don't forget to write those on WhatsApp group.
Okay, I hear. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll write it there. No
yes,
problem.
sir.
Okay. Okay, any question, Bali?
No. Will you be able to access the slides from the Blackboard?
Yeah, I will put it there immediately after. And most importantly, let me apologize for the hitches. Okay, yeah, This last week and last 2 weeks was very hectic work for me. Yeah. So my schedule was not that fixed. It was being randomized, and that is why we were not able to have the earlier discussion. But now that we have started, everything is going to go, and then we are going to proceed through the lesson notes. So today, basically, lesson 1 was talking about this definition of term and network security overview and all that. So let me apologize for that, and yeah, from now going, I think everything will be fine. Don't worry about the terms. You are going to see everything as an email confirmation, and then you also receive the IA on these terms on your blackboard.
Okay, sir.
I hope we are all fine. Can I drop the curtain? Can we close here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So
Yes,
Okay. Oh, sorry.
yeah. Speak up.
Sorry. I have one question.
Okay.
Okay. It's not directed to our today's lesson.
Okay.
It's basically, I just want to know the direction of our classes, that the assessment, are we going to write, how are we going to write the assessment and everything? So I just want to have a picture of where we're going in terms of assessing and everything.
Yeah, with assessment, our first lecture, I talked about it. You guys are going to do 3 IAs, 3 internal assessment, and then there will be a discussion forum, which is also 10 marks. So in all, your assessment is going to be over 40, and then you write an exams, which is also 60, and everything will be 100, and everything will be forwarded to the assessment department for your grade. So you are going to do 3 IAs here. Each one will be 10 marks, and that is why I'm going to give the first one now. So your internal assessment one is going to come now, and it is going to come on these terms that I'm going to make you guys to research and then look more on them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is how it is. It is in terms of assessment. That is how it is going to go.
Okay.
Normally, if we have not had our first lecture, I normally don't give any internal assessment. But once we have our first lecture, and I know your level in the knowledge, your level in the field, then I can go ahead and then give you your first internal assessment. Yeah. So if it is fine that way, let's close the class, and then we will communicate on the WhatsApp group, and in email. I'm available anytime. If something comes on your mind or something like that, anytime you can write back to me, and then I will respond. Sometimes, it will take some time, but still I will definitely respond. Yeah. Is everything fine? Can we close? No question?
No, thank you.
Okay, past question, it will come up. Mabuza, don't worry, it will come. Yeah, I'll give you guys some past question. I have seen it. I have seen your chat. Yeah, it will come. Don't worry. Last question paper. Don't worry, it will come. It will come. Let's finish the first IA, and then let's get a bit deeper, and then now I can release that one to you guys. Okay. Okay, if there is no question, then I'm closing the class. Have a good day. See you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah.